Hello? Uwu, what's this? Sorry.
What is this? It's another audio commentary. Don't you know?
Hey, okay, yeah, so we should probably, actually introduce ourselves now.
Alright.
I'm John Carl. I am the main person who runs this channel. If you are subscribed, you know who I am, so, yeah.
And if you're watching this audio com on Faded, I am Darren, one of the hosts of this weird podcast that we do. And joining us is the person that helped us behind the scenes on the original Click video.
Hi guys, my name is Maz. If you've seen the video, you will see my name in the credits. I acted as cameraman for the intro and exit scenes for the video. Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually credited you as both director of photography and one of the writers, because you actually ended up coming up with a lot of the dialogue.
Yeah.
It's right. It's our one-man behind-the-scenes crew.
Pretty much.
Yep.
And anyways, this is our video that we did about Click. Thanks for actually going through with this crossover. It was certainly fun.
This was his idea.
Yeah, and,
It's a good idea. Yeah.
Had the idea for years. This is a perfect video to riff on.
So, if I could ask before we get started, why Click of all movies? I remember hearing a lot about it when I was younger, but what made you, John, and Darren review this movie specifically?
Well, because again, this was his idea, so I was like, I remember he just asked me hey, you want to review Click? And I was like, sure. So I don't know, Darren, what exactly made you pick a...
Well, I remember watching this movie as a kid, and there was a lot of stuff that I remembered from the movie that I think would be worth talking about, and I was honestly surprised that there were barely any people that did a full analysis of the story of Click and or riff on it. I would think that with a movie like this, there would be more people that would talk about the movie, but then again, we live in a world where grown-ups and Jack and Jill exist, so...
Right. There are worse movies than Click to talk about?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no opinion on him. I have not seen him, nor...
I'm not going to rip on Adam Sandler, but almost every time I hear about a movie, it's generally not great. Again, not to rip on the guy.
I can. Yeah, I was gonna say I can get into my general opinions on Adam Sandler later. We should probably actually start the video at some point.
Well, let's do this right now.
Oh God, I know this is my own work looking at it, but I'll get into it later.
So I think this was your idea of you waking up in an unknown area.
Yeah. And then it turned out you had somehow
Kidnapped him, yeah.
Which I just kind of thought of a little plot hole in that. So, if you got me here with your Magic Wii remote, then how come I was unconscious?
You hit your head or something?
I don't know, maybe I...
oh, wait, no. It wasn't that joke we did. How you were blackout drunk?
Oh, that's right. Well, but then I said, wait, no, I don't party and I only drink on the
That's fair.
That was your idea, by the way.
Yeah.
I guess maybe I teleported you while you were taking a nap.
In the middle of the day, according to the video. Sure.
I mean, hey, I do that sometimes.
I think that's why...
Well, my game room is messy in this shot.
Yeah, what's bothering me most about this shot, or really this opening skit in general, is because...
The lighting and...
It's out of focus, Maz. You ruined everything.
Oh, what? No!
No, I'm just kidding.
Hey,
no.
You can't even see my DVD collection in clear focus.
Yeah, 5 feet away.
Because I tried playing around with color correction for the first time, and you can tell this was my first time trying
That's
it.
Why that's why it looks a little different. That shot right there, I think, is what I'm most proud of. The whole Click thing coming up.
Yeah, honestly, that took us a good while to get right, actually.
Yeah.
Hard.
Oh, yeah, and this is my first time using the intro.
Intro?
Yeah, he put an intro in.
That's right.
I was I think I might have been cue the intro.
No, because remember afterwards I say, we got here via intro. and then you're like, oh yeah, nice intro by the way.
Oh yeah.
Alright, huh.
This is actually a little different from the one I used in the Nacho Libre
It's a
video.
special crossover intro.
Yeah.
And this is also not the one that I'm going to be using regularly, because
Because since this is a special...
Yeah.
Alright. I think that...
And there's
That
me.
might be my favorite
Yeah,
part.
there's me with my Shaggy.
Oh,
Rogers
actually,
look.
no. I should, with as far as the memes in the background go, I should get credit.
That was hilarious. I enjoyed that.
That was actually or partly the idea of another friend of mine. His name's Alejandro. He goes by the username Ambient Productions. So check him out if you want.
Check him out now.
He doesn't upload that often, but
I
yeah.
forgot to
So
put my phone on
I
vibrate.
told him I was reviewing Click, and then he said, "Oh, you have to make a joke about the Click memes." And I'm like, I didn't think of that. So then I decided, like, hey, I'll just add something in post, you know. So I put the.
But the memes?
Yeah.
The memes were great.
Well, thank you, Alejandro. You definitely had a better idea than I did for the background. I was originally thinking that the background could be the menu that Sandler and Walken go in.
Oh yeah. By the way, let's make this right here. This shot that you're saying with John on Darren. That's their camera work. Unfortunately, I wasn't super involved with this process.
But I was actually somewhat proud of the way this turned out, because I remember on the shoot for the skits, which we did both of those on the same day.
Those are definitely a lot of fun.
They were, but it was before I got my bigger monitor for my camera, so it was harder to see what the actual footage would turn out like later. And later I ordered one off Amazon, and it didn't come until after we finished shooting.
I think the biggest hurdle with shooting was I wasn't sure if y'all saw in the beginning skit. We hope it wasn't seeing we hit the thing pretty well. But during different shots, we had to hide a boom microphone all over the place.
Oh, by the way,
first meme of the video.
Oh yeah.
No, by the way, about that though, I ended up not actually using the boom mic audio.
Oh really?
So sorry to make you guys do that.
That's fine. Was it that bad?
Well, no. What the problem was, there was just so much of it, and we didn't use a slate or anything, so it was hard to match them up. So I just ended up using the camera audio, and
it's all right.
Well, we'll learn from my mistakes.
It's not the only time that I've done a video where I didn't end up using the mic footage.
Yeah, I mean, because I actually don't have a slate or anything, so what I ended up doing for the Nacho Libre review was I just, like, wrote on a whiteboard, and then I just, like, clapped, and that was how I synced it up. But it was, even still, I could actually tell, you know, which clip goes with which, so it was a lot easier.
That's fair.
I mean, honestly, the part where we're sitting and talking about the movie sounds pretty fun. I think the color is actually different, a little different.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I was still kind of playing around with exactly how I should...
Yeah, this is the first time I'm noticing this.
Wasn't one of the biggest issues with the whole filming process was the green screen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We had to like lay it out and iron it and everything.
I laid it out and ironed it. Basically, what happened was we were all going to film the same thing together one day. Unfortunately, we were only able to get the opening and end skits done. But two major issues happened. One, John bought the game. Brought in the green screen, but it was really wrinkly, and we had to iron. And we spent almost, what was it, an hour, half an hour?
Something like that.
Yeah, ironing it out.
About 2 hours at the most.
Well, funny thing is that these two numbnuts don't know how to iron, so, which was kind of surprising. I learned how to iron when I was like 8, back in elementary.
Well, you had smart parents.
Yes.
Well, my parents are smart too.
They just didn't teach you how to iron.
Yeah.
Well, they taught me other stuff.
Well, hopefully you learn from that experience. But even then, even if we could only get like a fourth of that done. Let me rephrase that. We got like a fourth of the thing done because after a while I just got ironed and said I got tired and I thought I was done with it until we unfolded the rest of the thing to see that it was still a wrinkly mess.
Yeah.
Even then, if we got the entire thing complete, it wouldn't have mattered because of the second issue. Didn't you forget to bring? Oh God, didn't you? Oh God, didn't you forget to bring lights as well?
Well, actually, no, because I did end up bringing lights for the day when we shot. We actually ended up shooting the stuff.
Oh, what you say again?
For the day when we actually ended up shooting the green screen stuff, then I remembered to bring.
Yeah,
lights.
then you remember to bring it. But the day I was here, you forgot the lights, and because of that we couldn't really film the commentary.
Yeah.
I forgot about that meme.
Good old Star Wars. Good old controversial statement. Overrated Star Wars.
Oof.
Well, you're probably not
I like
wrong.
it, but I think it's overrated. It has issues.
I'll say that, like, I don't know, because I feel like I'd like it a lot more if I were able to watch the original versions and not the special editions, because those are like the only one. Those are like the only ones that are available to watch.
I mean, there are some good changes about the special editions.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, this isn't about Star Wars. As much as
Yeah.
we'd love to talk about Star Wars,
Well, I mean,
not the time.
Yeah, and as we said in the video, they obviously didn't go for a Star Wars joke when they had James Earl Jones cameo.
This movie had a James Earl Jones cameo?
Well, no, it was like a voice-only cameo.
Okay. That's what I thought. I was gonna say, like, oh, there's no way this movie would have the funds to... How much money did this movie make, and how much did it cost to produce, if y'all know?
I mean, I don't
Not
remember.
sure.
I mean, I think people might have been talking about it for a while, because I know there was an episode of American Dad in 2008 where Stan ended up kidnapping his mother's boyfriend when they were on a date to see Click. And this episode was made in 2008.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
And the movie came out in 2006.
Tell me if this is too much money. The original budget for the movie was $82.5 million, and what it got in the box office was $237.7 million.
Honestly,
that's a lot of money.
yeah.
It's not billions of money, but that's quite a lot.
I mean, it did well.
It did
I
well.
mean, Adam Sandler has his devoted fans.
True.
And there were people in your comment section saying that they actually liked the film, which, if you do like the film, more power
fine.
to you.
Ultimately,
And,
yeah.
And I did say that there are some good aspects of it. I don't know, maybe this movie could get remade eventually, or maybe there could be a movie with a similar plot in the future.
I'm gonna be honest.
Somebody should get this plot to actually work.
Yeah. Going to be honest, I've never actually seen the film, but based on what I hear from you guys and the many problems that it has, also the movie is more or less about time travel in a sort of way, if I recall.
Or
the whole click
being able to control time. 'Cause
Yeah.
he can also freeze it and stuff.
Here's like one major issue with that. With time and fantasy, it allows you to have the most creative freedom, but you can also easily screw it up if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Which I think Click is an example of that.
I think one thing is, like, the concept has really good comedic and dramatic possibilities, and they kind of tried to do both, and they really don't mesh well together at all.
Yeah. Not to mention, like, this movie takes like a... Oh, God, this...
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't this movie take like a dark turn and have some, at the time, in modern day times, I suppose, kind of offensive jokes? Like the whole trans and Native American thing we just saw?
Well, it can still be very offensive if you...
I'm not offended, but...
Because, like, I was going to say, because, like, I honestly don't mind offensive jokes.
I don't mind either. It's just depending on your target audience and what the joke itself is about.
And it's Adam Sandler. You know, you're not going to expect him of all people to be all PC, especially like 10, 15 years ago.
That's fair. Why the Jewish flag? Meme.
It's just one of the memes I found. I remember at the bottom it just says Israel.
Have enough offensive
Israel,
stuff.
right? I don't mind offensive stuff. It's just like, ooh, someone. It's like joke and it's just like, ooh,
it's like,
people that are not going to be happy to see that.
It's like offensive humor when it's done wrong is like some of the worst stuff.
Hey, fat
Ultimately,
jokes.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But like I don't know, honestly, when it's done well, it's honestly like some of my favorite type of humor. But when it's done wrong, it's like some of my least favorite type of humor.
Mm-hmm. Also, I think depending on the subject,
it's always hard to get right.
Also, I think also depending on the subject matter of the material, I think for like race jokes, yeah, they can get really funny, but for like certain, depending on how the joke goes and if everyone's okay with it. Almost everything else I can think of, not really.
God, you can even tell like the tonal shift just based on like how it's shot and everything. Like even all the colors are.
What
really
happened? And there's no reason. I don't. What's the purpose behind that? Is it just to try and teach the audience a lesson?
Oh yeah, I used the Yu-Gi-Oh bridge.
Good old. Love you, Martin. You're a beautiful man. Martin, also known as Little Karibo.
Yeah.
Seriously, if you can, check out Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. Fantastic and hilarious, and much better than the original Duel, and much better than Duel Monsters in every way, shape, and form.
No, actually, what I actually took that clip from Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 abridged, which I
Really?
was highly underrated.
Oh God, Season 0. Switching gears to Yu-Gi-Oh! For a sec, what do you guys think about that series?
I don't have strong thoughts on it. I remember as a really young kid when it was still on TV in its original seasons, I was never allowed to watch it. And then when I was a slightly older kid, like preteen, I remember watching a couple episodes and being like, "This is all right." And I
remember as a kid seeing some episodes and thinking, "Okay, this is fun." Then later on my teens, I'm like, "Wait, this entire show is about playing card games."
I remember I was actually pretty into the card game as a kid. I was always more into the card game than the show.
I remember me and my brother had card backs, and we tried to play the game at one point, but it failed miserably. What else? I know later on, I realized that Yu-Gi-Oh! Was is a show about card games. Unfortunately, that gives the writers a little too much freedom of how the show can play out. Which, yeah, unfortunately ruined that enjoyment for me. Oh yeah, where are we in this movie? Oh yeah, Adam Sandler's dead.
Oh yeah, he literally dies, and then he wakes up in the Bed Bath & Beyond because it was just all a dream.
And now every time I go into a Bed Bath & Beyond, I'm forced to think of Click.
Right.
Why couldn't they have had linens and things be the product placement instead of Bed Bath & Beyond?
Is Linens and Things even still in business?
Only as an online store.
Because I remember they had them back then.
Wait, what's the name of the business?
It's called Linens and Things. Yeah, dude, wow, yeah, I haven't heard that name in God knows how long.
That's the first time I'm hearing that name. I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
Because I remember, yeah, they could have, because they did have them back then.
That's bizarre.
And today it only exists as an online store.
I'm assuming they sell, which...
They sell the same things as Bed Bath & Beyond does.
That makes sense. Okay.
God, this is just us doing our sum up.
Video.
Help, I ran out of memes. I'm proud of that. I literally did. I couldn't find any more memes, like on Google Images, so I just decided to...
So how many did we just see all in all? 7 or 8?
Something.
I wasn't keeping count.
Yeah, me neither.
And it's me saying that I'd rather return the movie.
Because we're all subversive like that, because we don't do cliches like destroying the DVD, but we do cliches like crossovers where one person kidnaps another.
Honestly, I think that's a really fun... Honestly, that may be a cliche, but I think that's a really funny cliche.
It can certainly be done well.
I mean, I could have easily just like gotten out my Master Sword and just destroyed
off
the
the dig in half.
Oh god, I especially hate my color correction of this.
Oh god,
scene.
you're not wrong.
It's so purple.
It's also out of focus. Jesus was. Man.
I can't even see my face because of the shadowing.
That and it's a little. Yeah, that and since we filmed it on the same day and that took hours. It's also a little darker as well. Also, yeah, that dumb click joke I pitched to you guys.
The annotations.
I remember because like you initially had like a more sincere ending, and then I was like, I kind of want to end it on a joke, so we just thought of one as quickly as possible.
And it was my joke where we made a joke about click and distances.
I honestly did not see the Seinfeld reference coming.
Honestly, I just thought of that during editing.
Oh really?
Well, it looks like the video is now over. Any final thoughts?
Can I see how well it did?
looks
What's
like
that
it
say?
has
There's
5 likes.
53 views, 5 likes, and then 3
Oh, hey, there's my comment down there.
Yeah.
5 likes, 9.
Oh, I didn't know that was you.
Yeah, that's me. MazStar is me.
And then it's. Oh, okay. I thought. Okay, for a second, I thought you left a comment, but it didn't. And then there's Vitz Vicente Torres, who's like the only person who consistently comments on a lot of my videos.
Yeah.
Looks like you have a fanboy.
Yeah, he's like the only he's like one of few consistent fans I have that I don't actually know in real life.
What your
Hello, Vitz, if you're watching this.
The nostalgic millennial is an interesting idea, and one I think you should continue to work on when you have the time.
And when you have the ideas.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't had much motivation lately to do another review. I've kind of wanted to maybe do some other sort of like spin-off type video, but I don't really have any ideas at the moment.
I think
Let's do another short film.
At the very least,
I enjoy
if we were
those.
to do another video together, I think we should do. This is just me pitching ideas at this point, and I'm not sure if I should mention this on or off video. No, we'll mention it off video, off audio.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah, no spoilers, guys.
Yeah.
All right, time for a wrap up.
Wait. Before we wrap up, what are some real critiques that we have about the video if we could improve on it?
Well, the lighting and audio could have been better in the skit parts.
I wish I could have improved my camera skills a little bit better. John wasn't wrong earlier about some parts. The camera is a little out of focus.
Yeah.
And I wish I could. That and there were some times when I felt like in the beginning and kind of near the end the camera was too close.
Maybe, yeah. I'm trying to, because mainly I'm kicking myself right now over my color correction.
Yeah, I think especially, I remember one part during filming was that my major concern was the lights kind of shining in through the windows of the video.
Well, that's kind of, because what I mainly really wanted to do was like use that as the primary light, because I love using natural light.
Yeah.
I think it can look really good.
It can, but unfortunately, like, I think this is most notable in the intro skit. Like, though it's just nothing but pure white behind.
Yeah, it was
John.
super blown out. Yeah, I know.
That was my main concern.
And then,
at the very least, we could still see.
Right. And then I'm glad I noticed like my green screen effects were way better than in the previous video I used them in, which was the Scooby-Doo video.
Ultimately for green screen, it just needs to be in one specific spot the entire time instead of like trying to. When did you two film this? Was it here in this house or?
Yeah, it was literally. I mean,
Filmed in
the
my hallway.
audience can't see it, but it was literally right over there.
Oh, around the hallway.
Yeah.
You two.
Yeah, it was. It's actually not the first time.
I would have been able
something
to
in a hallway.
film.
I've done class
I would
projects
have been
in
able.
the
Yeah.
hallway.
Well, at the very least, in hopes of me possibly getting, me hopefully giving ourselves more criticism, I need to work on my camera skills. If I were to help out again doing this, I would love to give you guys another helping hand with this kind of project if
No
possible.
problem. We can call you
Yeah, I
back
was gonna say,
eventually.
I'd love to work together again.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
And for like green screen
Yeah,
effects,
just keep in contact.
Yeah.
man. If like green screen effects, it should probably be done in like a concealed room, where we
Maybe,
can control
yeah.
the lighting.
I mean, because like I said, because we actually ended up closing the windows, and then I actually brought some lights over. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's anything else or?
That's
I'm
all the
ready to-
critique I can.
I'm ready to wrap up the video.
All right.
Anyways, this has been a faded nostalgic millennial commentary. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you guys very much for having me.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.